All right, friends, turn with me to page 431. Symbolizing, part C. You will need your book, The Power of Logic, page 431. If I can bring it closer. There it is. This section right here. All right. Symbolizing. Look at the first statement. No Zoroastrians are Muslims. No Zoroastrians are Muslims. This is the procedure to use. Identify the letter name of the sentence. Is it an A? Is it an I? Is it an OE? Is it an O? Okay. Identify that and then symbolize the statement according to the scheme. All A statements are symbolized as follows. All A statements are symbolized as follows. For all X, there is an X, just like that. Or for all X, if X is S, where S stands for the subject of the term, if S is X, then X is P. Now, all E statements are symbolized for all X. If S is X, then X is not P. The negation normally comes at the very end. And then all I statements are always symbolized, that backward-looking E, as X dot not PX. And all O statements, you don't need a tilde there. All O statements is that. Again, please go back to categorical syllogisms and refresh your memory on how an A statement looks like, an E statement, an I, and an O statement looks like. You need to do that. If you master that, you should have no problem with this. And I think both of you were very, very good in knowing or identifying those categorical statements. So once you have this in place, most of those statements in predicate logic are translatable, except of course statements that have, instead of the are copula, it has an is copula. Then you will need to put it in standard form. So step 3. Suppose the statement is not in standard form. Then put it in standard form as demonstrated by the book. Put it in standard form as demonstrated by the book. How exactly do you do that? Well, let's see. If you remember categorical statements, categorical syllogism, if you go, for example, to page, let's see here, page 201, you have the summary of stylistic variants right there. Most of the statements you will encounter will fall into one of those that you see there. So see where they fall, identify where a stylistic variant falls, and then refer to its standard form. The standard form is put in red, as you can see. And then the stylistic variants are underneath the standard form. So for example, for an S statement, the standard form is all S are P. And then the stylistic variant would be every S is a P, each S is a P, any S is a P. If anything is an S, then it is a P. Things are S only if they are P, only P are S. If all of them, if the statement you encounter falls under one of those variants, then the standard form is all S are P, and this is how you will symbolize it. Assuming the standard form is no S or P, the stylistic variant would be nothing that is an S is a P. A thing is an S only if it is not a P. If anything is an S, then it is not a P. Nothing is an S unless it is not a P. If any of the statements you encounter fall underneath there, then just look at the standard form. It's right here. That's how you translate it. By the way, that's an X. It doesn't look exactly very clear from the screen there. Okay, there we go. And that's how you do with the I statement and the O statement. So, having said that, let's try the very first statement. No Zoroastrians are Muslims. Just reduce this to letters. No Z R M. This is an E statement. An E statement looks like this. For all X, if X is S, then X is not P. So it'll somehow take that. So Z comes right here, and M comes right there. And that's all you have. That's all you need to do. And you have translated that. Let's look at the second example. All kangaroos are marsupials. All kangaroos are marsupials. This is an A statement. An A statement looks like this. So reduce this to letters. All K are M. So K goes in place of S, M goes in place of P. And that's what you have. All KX, arrow, MX. Peter Abelard is a logician, but Jacob Boehme is not. That's fairly easy. It's like saying Abelard is a logician. Let's look at that first. Reduce that to A, is a logician. Reduce that to L. They switch places so that you have LA. And Jacob Boehme, or whatever his name is not a logician. How do you go about that? Simply as follows. Just use B is not a logician. Let those switch places and you have L and B, but you have to account for that negation. So LA, not LB, the main operator is a dot, and that's how you do it. Okay. If you look at number 4, It's really a negation of an A statement, so you can do that. Number 5, nothing is right. Nothing is right. Does that say not everything is right? Or does it say you will not find anything that is right? I think it's saying the latter. You will not find anything is right. So you simply say for all x, nothing is right. For all x, nothing is right. When it says not everything is right, you'll say for all x, or rather it's not the case that for all x, x is right. That is number 6. Something is right. That is a backward-looking E. There is an x such that x is right. And then something is not right. There is an x such that x is not right. Only dogs are animals. That is like saying all animals are dogs. All animals are dogs. That's an A statement, so it's for all x. If x is an animal, then x is a dog. Okay. And the first one, at least one mortal is human. It's like saying some mortals are humans. So you have, there's an x such that x is mortal and x is human. All right. See if you can do 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. See if you can try that. Okay? Thank you.